the hardship, they believe that this time victory is near, and we need that courage and that moral support that the world needs to also give us, that this time they're going to be on our side rather than continue thinking that this regime will ever provide a solution. Historic opportunity to put an end to all the problems, not just the nuclear threat, but every other thing that has been associated with this regime ever since it took over. And I think my compatriots have proven that despite the threats, despite the repression, despite being executed, despite being tortured, despite being shot in the eye, they are still in the streets, standing firm, and hopefully at some point the world will say, now it's time for us to step in and allow for this process to take its natural course, help the Iranian people overcome this regime, because everybody as a result will benefit. Not just my compatriots, of course, but I think many people around the world will understand how different an Iran, a different Iran could be for all of us.
We know that President Trump is currently considering the use of a bunker buster bomb on the Fordo facility in Iran, which is believed to have a nuclear facility buried deep into the ground. What would you say to President Trump as he considers that option?
One of the concerns that often is associated with building nuclear facilities is the risk of radiation. That is something very important to contemplate. I hope it doesn't get to this point. I think there's enough damage done to the regime without having to take it to the next level. But if the objective finally is for this regime to completely collapse, the better element, much stronger than a bomb and much more effective, are the people themselves. I'll tell you something, Martha. In the past 48 hours, and of course even before that, but especially as a result of this latest campaign, many elements within the military have reached out to me. They're communicating the fact that they're ready to defect, they're ready to peel away from the regime, they're willing to join with the people and demonstrate that to the people, some elements within the intelligence sector, as well as the bureaucratic setup. We are seeing more and more defections beginning to take place, which is something that I anticipated and I had hoped for, because they realize that this protest will stay there and try to defend a regime that doesn't care about the nation, that doesn't care about our country. And there are, at the end of the day, some proud nationalists. They believe in Iran's territorial integrity. They believe that their job is to protect the nation, not to kill people under the regime's orders. So this element is one of the factors that is beginning to happen. I hope that in any consideration that we have, including President Trump, he realizes that this is something that is beginning to become more and more tangible. So I think a strategic course might be required at some point to allow that process to demonstrate itself,